Welcome to the Coffs Coast, New South Wales for day 3 of what has been an epic Rally Australia. The competition on the first 2 days has been fierce. 2 totally different legs that have turned the 2011 title race on its head. We have a thrilling final day in prospect. The outcome of this Antipodean adventure will be decided on the power stage. Championship bonus points are up for grabs, vital for the day 1 victims. Mikko Hirvonen is our featured driver and just 1 day away from clawing himself back into title contention. We'll follow his every move. There are still 99 kilometres of blisteringly quick outback stages to run here in Australia. We'll bring you every single twist in the tail. When it rains here in New South Wales, it rains hard. If World Rally is a battle with the elements on the first day here in Australia, the elements won. Torrential rain transforming the dry bush stages into a quagmire. Ken Block clattered a gum tree. And he wasn't the only one to go walkabout. Thankfully, all escaped unharmed. But the biggest shock was the sight of world champion Sebastian Loeb rolling his DS3 out of contention. His closest title contender, Sebastian Ogier, then crashed into a tree, crushing his radiator and any hopes of drawing level in the title race. Petter Solberg had his scrapes but escaped unscathed in third. But it was Ford's, Finn's, Latvala and Hirvonen that shook off the rain and came out the other side smiling. With the 2 Citroens of Loeb and Ogier out of the fight, Mikko has a fantastic opportunity to get back into title contention. It's his last chance. If day 1 was total devastation, then day 2 was the opposite. There were still further mishaps in the morning. But up ahead, Jari-Matti Latvala eased in front of Mikko into the lead, both of them holding off the challenge of Petter Solberg in third. At the end of the day, Jari-Matti leads with Mikko in second and a better road position for this final leg.
Well, main thing is to get better behind, and it would be very important for the team to get first and second place, so just keep better behind first, and then we'll see if there's time or gap enough that we can play a little bit, then we'll see if it's possible, but need to finish the day anyway.
The Coffs Coast roads are far from done. 6 stages remain, 99 kilometres of slippery mud and gravel roads, including the longest stage of the rally so far, the delicious 30-kilometre plum pudding. But it all ends with the power stage. For the first time this year, Jari-Matti Latvala leads the WRC boys into the final day, followed by his teammate, Mikko Hirvonen. Petter Solberg lines up third in his Citroen DS3 after a weekend plagued with setup issues. What a weekend for Matthew Wilson, though. He goes 4th ahead of Khalid Al-Qasimi and Evgeny Novikov in 6th. The 2 recovering Citroens of Sebastian Ogier and Loeb go 7th and 8th today. We can expect a charge from them, with Henning Solberg, Peter van Merkstein and Ken Block rounding out the starting 11. So, here we go then. It may well be the end of winter in Australia, but the sun has been shining on the Ford boys this weekend. Jari-Matti Latvala blasts his Ford Fiesta into this final day. The Finn is charged with road sweeping this morning, and the 14.8 kilometres of this Booker stage is the fastest of the day. Jari still chasing his first win this year, but remember, we could see team orders enforced, gifting the win and maximum points to this man, Mikko Hirvonen. He is Ford's championship challenger and needs anything he can to close the gap on Loeb and Ogier in the fight for the title. This really is a stage that sorts the men from the boys. As Mikko comes towards the end, keep an eye on the clock. And that's a good start to the day. Closing the gap, now just 17.3 seconds behind his teammate.
Morning, Mikko. That's 5.4 quicker than Jari-Matti. Nice clean run.
Yeah, that's a scary stage. Bloody hell, it's so bloody fast. But it was okay anyway, good time there, but not so enjoyable.
Petter Solberg, just behind Mikko, has been hampered with setup problems all weekend. That DS3 certainly looks sorted this morning. Petter and co-driver Chris Patterson doing all they can to keep the pressure on the Fords ahead of them. As we've seen all year from Matthew Wilson, consistency has been his strength, and he's playing to that this weekend, capitalising on the mistakes of others and on course for a fantastic fourth place. And what a whirlwind weekend it's been for Kiwi and PWRC competitor Hayden Padden, 6th overall and on course to take the Production Car Championship. It's been a fantastic performance from Hayden. Meanwhile, up ahead, there's confirmation of Mikko closing in on his teammate and rally leader Jari-Matti Latvala. On board now with Evgeny Novikov. The Russian has been making mistakes all year. And that is another one. That is a huge accident. Let's take another look. An incredibly violent off for Evgeny, and he is going no further. That is a crumpled Fiesta blocking the stage. Here comes Sebastian Loeb arriving at the scene of the accident. There is the car blocking the stage. And sportingly, Sebastian actually stops to make sure Evgeny and Denny are both okay. Well, scenes of devastation down on the stage, but both Novikov and Girardet are unharmed.
Was a mistake in a pace note. The corner was tightened a little bit at the end, and it was flat in the pace note, but it was not flat, so we came too wide. So the car came on two wheels, and then we started to roll.
Disaster for Novikov, but all of that plays into the hands of the recovering Henning Solberg. But he's gone off the road as well. What is going on this morning? From the onboard view, we can see Henning just carries way too much speed into that right-hander. And that is more vital time lost for the Norwegian. But thankfully, Marshall's on hand to get Henning and Ilka back on their way. After all that, Latvala remains in the lead ahead of Mikko, but can Hirvonen catch and pass his teammates, or will it be team tactics that awards him the win? What a morning of car-crushing action, and there are plans afoot in Australia. What are Ford going to do? Join us after the break to find out. Welcome back to Coffs Coast, New South Wales. The Ford Fiesta's running 9/11 stickers today to mark the 10-year anniversary of the New York tragedy. Jari-Matti Latvala, our rally leader, driving one of those Ford Fiestas. Coming to the end of the stage now, and so far no sign of team orders. Well, no, I take that back. Jari is definitely slowing at the end of this stage, supporting the team and his teammates, and he will drop to second behind Mikko.
20 sekkaa. 15 sekkaa. 10 sekkaa. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nyt maaliin.
Anything all right, mate? Yeah, Matty, we were listening to you. We got the feeling maybe you just slowed down or stopped before the yellow boards. Is that right?
Yes, I stopped before the yellow board. So we have decided in the team that as Mikko has better chances in the Drivers' Championship, so he can win the rally, and I need to support him.
So Mikko will be our new rally leader and he'll know that Jari has slowed down at the end of the stage, meaning he is now on course for 25 championship points. His teammate paying the ultimate sacrifice.
I lost the title by 1 point, so I know every point, but we can get it really counts.
Well, we were expecting Sebastian Ogier into the stage, but instead it's his teammate Sebastian Loeb. Where is Ogier? Well, we've picked him up now, but that Citroën is not running at full rally speed. He did check into the stage late, incurring a 5-minute penalty. Perhaps a mechanical problem with his DS3, but either way, that's going to play into the hands of his teammate for the final points position. In the meantime, this is Hayden Paddon, undoubtedly the biggest rally of his life, on his way to 6th place overall and the Production World Rally Championship. Well, that's Ogier going again, but he stopped for a further 10 minutes in the stage.
Sebastian, late into the stage, you stopped for 10 minutes or so. What's going on?
I received a team order and I respect it.
When did you receive that team order? At what point? During the service break or some point this afternoon?
I have no comment about that. I received it, that's it.
Well, perhaps the ultimate team sacrifice. Latvala yields to Hirvonen, while Ogier waited in the stage for 10 minutes just to hand 10th place and the final point-scoring position to Sebastian Loeb for his championship campaign. And so, onto the power stage. Extra points up for grabs for the top 3 fastest through the Clarence test. 4.58 kilometres of fast, sandy roads running along the outskirts of the forest, taking in long straights, tight hairpins, with 2 water splashes thrown in for good measure. This is damage limitation for Citroën. They'll be looking for maximum points as we cross to Paul King and Julian Porter in the commentary box.
Yes, this is going to be an absolutely flat-out attack from Sebastian Loeb. We don't see accidents. The same right close to the limit that blocked him. He got away with that. Yeah, we don't see accidents from Loeb very often. I think I counted only 5 times in his entire career has an accident led to a retirement in his rally. It's a career that's lasted, what, 11, 12 years. It's quite some record. But that crash on Friday has opened a window for Mikko Hirvonen. These points are crucial.
I spoke to Loeb yesterday and I said, did he kind of feel like he wanted to fly home yesterday morning? And he goes, I made the mistake. He said, I've got to come back and try and score points for Citroën and the manufacturer. But also, he was thinking all day yesterday, this morning, about these 4.5 points.
Well, there we go. 1.5 up on the fastest time so far, set by Ken Block. As expected, Loeb is on a charge. There you go, 2:21.4, the time Loeb needs to beat to get into the top point scoring place and put him in a provisional chance to get 3 World Championship points. Let's see what he can do. Ooh, almost got some 18-1. 18-1. That is a good 4 seconds. 5 seconds were quicker almost than his time he set this morning. Loeb was quickest through here this morning.
That will take some beating, I tell you, that really will.
So decision time for Solberg. Will we see the reserve Petter or will we see all-out attack Petter?
He's on it.
Yeah.
Right over to the left-hand side.
That was obviously premeditated to stay to that side. Maybe that's where it's less deep. Keep the left wheels on the out of the water. 2:18.1. That's the time to beat. 5 seconds slower than that will still get him into the top 3 positions.
I think he'll go in the top 3 without a worry.
Oh, yeah.
It's whereabouts. Oh, how casual are we?
What would you expect anything less from Monsieur
No,
Loeb?
not from Monsieur Loeb, no. The coolest man in rallying.
Yeah. And Petter, possibly the most flying man in rallying. Let's see what Mr. Hollywood can do.
He's on that long straight now, and 0.9 down.
Not much in it.
No, not a lot in it.
He does often finish these power stages strongly as well.
It's that last corner where he's got to get the front end in and get the grip, not run wide. That could keep him it.
Let's see what Petter can do.
I think we've answered the question of he is going for it.
Especially after he'll have received that split time. That will have given him a further incentive to keep attacking. Still lots of rocks and rubble being thrown around. Lots of loose stuff out there. Seb and Daniel watching on nervously. Last corner coming up. Petter's foot hard on the floor. Dips down into that compression. Then up over into the flying finish. What can he do? 19.4, it's not enough. But no. Petter does move into second. Nod of the head from Seb and Daniel. Next in, our new rally leader. And remember, Mikko Hirvonen is a triple power stage winner. He has terrific form on these end of rally power stages. He's already on course to take...
Look at the bumper. He's pushing. He's pushing. Malcolm Wilson, he'll be sitting there thinking, oh my word.
We have already seen how this stage can catch out the unwary. And Mikko, if he's on the attack here, he's got 25 points on the table. Does he want another 3 to further eat into Sebastian Loeb's lead?
He does want them. It's how much he wants them.
Yeah. Just 3 rounds to go in this World Championship. It was looking like Loeb was pulling out an unassailable lead, but suddenly that's been turned on its head in Australia.
Loeb doesn't give gifts very often, and you've got to take every single opportunity. And Mikko, it's not lost on him, that isn't.
2:18.1 the time to beat. Petter Solberg second, 1.3. Let's see what Mikko can do.
Hirvonen on his way down here. This is the corner we've got heading out. This is probably the trickiest one. He's okay. Yep, he's okay. So Hirvonen on his way now. Come on. What's going to happen? Split coming out. 1.4 down. Loeb's face, a little sigh of relief now.
Yeah, he looks a little bit ragged at times, doesn't he? I mean, he is pushing. Sometimes you push too hard.
Well, you can overdrive, but I mean, maybe, to be fair, you saw that Ogier, you'd have seen that Ogier had backed off. You'd have seen, obviously, that Matthew and Callie didn't go flat out. So he still probably can get on this podium, even without 100% drive.
Yeah. From Mikko. Keep it together.
This is the last corner.
Yeah.
Neat and tidy.
Yeah, he's safe. There we are on board with Mikko and Jarmo Lehtinen. The time to beat, 2:18.1.
Loeb's a little bit nervous. Hirvonen, obviously, he's going to win this rally. He's just got the straight to go. He's going to win the rally. Who's going to win the power stage?
Here we go, flying finish. I think he's slow. Yeah, he should be. 19.7.
He's slower than Petter.
Well, Loeb will be reasonably happy, but there is still one more man to come, and this will be interesting. Does Jari-Matti Latvala push on for power stage points, or will he make a further sacrifice to help his teammate?
For Latvala, he's just got to get through here. It's huge pressure, and the relief. Ford haven't yet committed for next year, and this is just the biggest bonus that they could have had. Get these cars through, first and second, close the gap up in the championship. It just makes things a whole lot easier.
Yeah. And one last look from above at this breathtaking power stage in Australia.
I think he's got 3 points.
Yeah.
I think Loeb has got the 3 points for the win, which will give him 4. It's
1.2 down.
That's still quicker than Hirvonen. No, that's still quicker than Hirvonen at the split. So let's see. We're on the long straight. We're near the end. We've just got a couple of corners still to go.
It's getting a bit wide there, but it's a control drive so far from Jari-Matti.
Their first Grand win, I think, since Finland last year.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, Jari, of course, he certainly had the chance to win this event, but he was pulled back by his team. Jari still hasn't won a rally for over a year as well. He still hasn't won
last year.
Yeah, he still hasn't won a power stage either. I don't think he's going to do that here.
I'm surprised how fast he's still going. I really am.
2:18.1. That'll win him the power stage.
A 90. He's beaten Hirvonen. What's he doing?
Well, Latvala, he wants as many points as he can get as well.
By that.
There you go, there's the handshake. Well, and it is now, I guess, between these two, and it is once again game on in the 2011 World Rally Championship. Well, here's confirmation then of the power stage result. Sebastian Loeb gets an extra 3 consolation points. Jari-Matti, he gets 2 points for that second place finish. And Petter Solberg, once again, he's in the power stage points for the single point for finishing third.
It's better than nothing, for sure, but I cannot be very happy after a rally like this. It has been very bad for our team, for me, for my teammate, and so to finish like that is for sure better than nothing.
So Mikko Hirvonen takes the win, with Jari-Matti Latvala bringing home Ford's first 1-2 since Italy 2009. Matthew Wilson equals his best ever finish for 4th, with Khaled Al-Qasimi taking his career best in 5th. But on top, it's Mikko Hirvonen.
Mikko, this is your first win in Sweden. You must be absolutely delighted.
Yeah, I am, and I really have to thank the team for this. I mean, it meant a lot for the team to get first and second place on this rally, and it's been a tough season. I have to thank Jari-Matti as well. Like, you know, we agreed in the start of the season we're going to be equal as long as we both have a chance for the title, but his season hasn't been so good, so now he helped me to get maximum points, so you know, it's been a fantastic weekend for everybody.
Sebastian Loeb has salvaged what looked like a weekend to forget. Join us after the break for all the celebrations when the drivers return to service. Welcome back to the service park at the Coffs Coast Airport. Sportingly, both Fiestas of Hirvonen and Latvala arrive side by side, but it's Mikko who returns victorious. Well-deserved congratulations to him and the rest of the Ford team.
Repco Rally Australia winner for the third time. Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy, but more just for the team. I don't think myself as a rally winner because, you know, we know how it went in the end, and it was just already after Friday when we suddenly noticed that both of the Citroens were out. We knew what we needed to do, just keep better far behind and you know, just control the situation. So thanks for Jari-Matti as well to really being a big help in this rally and you know, letting me take in the points.
Yeah, it's just 15 points now between you and Sebastian. How's it feeling, this shift in momentum towards you?
Well, we really needed this. I think the whole championship needed this, and you know, it's been we only won one rally this season. We've been close many times, but been unlucky in a few rallies as well. So you know, it feels really good to get all these points and get back in the fight. But then again, for sure now we really need to fight and work hard on those tarmac rallies to get more speed over there. So you know, but we're ready for it. So hopefully we can fight in France.
Jari-Matti is second in Australia, but you were the fastest here. How does that feel?
It gives me confidence anyway, to being fastest. That feels good. Of course, I had a big passion to win this rally, and at the end I slowed down for Mikko. Okay, never it's not a good moment, but you need to see the bigger picture, and Mikko has better chances in the Drivers' Championship, so I have said earlier this year that when my chances went down and increased, that now I need to support Mikko, and now was the time.
The championship's back on.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's been a terrific result for the team. I mean, after the difficult season we've had, and then to come here and win so convincingly, and not only that, but a 1-2, then it's just a great effort by everybody in the team.
What do you think are the key moments in this rally?
Oh, there's no question the key moments were day one. I mean, obviously treacherous conditions, and the two Sebastians got caught out. But our guys, you know, they did a terrific job, and then basically, but I have to say that, you know, after day one, all we could do was really throw it away. So to go for 2 days with the pressure that we've had, and to come away with a result like this is it's fantastic for the team.
Well, what a difference a day makes. Mikko Hirvonen right back in this championship fight now. The Finn moves up to second place ahead of Sebastian Ogier, and more importantly, just 15 points behind Sebastian Loeb. In the Manufacturers' Championship standings, the Ford Abu Dhabi team has dented Citroen's lead, but the French company continued to hold a commanding advantage over the Ford boys, 62 points the gap. The Abu Dhabi Spirit of the Rally has been awarded to the new 2011 PWRC champion, Hayden Padden.
Oh, it's amazing. It's been a long weekend. Like today, we've been counting down the stages to get here. Like to have a world title now is unbelievable. Like it certainly hasn't sunk in, and you know, to get 6 overalls is actually an added bonus as well. But you know, as I say, it hasn't sunk in, and hopefully it's the start of bigger and better things.
Next up for the WRC, it's back to Europe and it's back to black. We're off to France and tarmac. Sebastian Loeb will be looking to bounce back on his favourite surface, but can Ford do the double? You can catch all the preview footage for that and exclusive unseen footage from here in Australia on WRC.com. But for now, it's congratulations Mikko Hirvonen and Jarmo Lehtinen, and congratulations to the Ford team. Meanwhile, Petter Solberg takes his second podium of the year in third. Australia has reignited this 2011 championship. The work starts here for Rally France. We'll see you there in a couple of weeks. But for now, from Coffs Coast, New South Wales, it's goodbye.